Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today. In this video I'm going to give you my review and opinions of these two air fryers. One is the larger capacity and one is a smaller capacity. And I'm just going to kindly give you some details about each one and my own personal opinions. Hopefully this will help you if you decide to buy an air fryer and some things to consider when you go to make your purchase. Okay, some things. They both claim that they can air fry, bake, steam, and grill. Okay, they both have a digital LED, and they both can cook up to 400 degrees. And they both have a little cookbook and instructions included with them. Okay, that's what they have in common. Okay, now on the larger air fryer, it is 1700 watts. And on the smaller one, it is 1300 watts. Now on this larger air fryer, it has a 5.3 quart basket. I'll bring it in. And this one has a 3.5 quart basket. Okay. Now, I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly on these. Okay, the digital displays on both the models are pretty nice. However, on the smaller one here, you have these little symbols with temperatures above them as a guide that shows you the ideal temperatures and how long to cook things like fries, fish, chicken nuggets, stuff like that. Well, already on this one, when I go to clean it, you can't tell it, but from where you're at, that the emblems and the numbers are already starting to wipe off. Now this has some little white icons and emblems on it, but they feel like they're more kind of ingrained in the plastic, where this feels like they're on top of the plastic, if that makes sense. Okay. The basket design. I like the look and the feel of this air basket. It's more sturdier feeling. And I like the design in the bottom of the basket where it has the holes. It feels better when you're cooking it. When you have to pick it up, it just doesn't feel as cheaply made. It's easier to clean, I think, because of the design in the basket. The reason why I say that, on this smaller one, see how it's got like that graded look? It can be difficult to clean sometimes if something gets baked on there hard. Which both of them, if you soak them in hot soapy water, they're relatively easy to clean. But this one does pose more of a challenge. And with both of these air fryers, their baskets have a quick release button. And on this larger one, this is how the little guard is made. And you push that forward, you push that button, and it releases the basket from the main pan. Now on this smaller air fryer, it has the same mechanism, and it has the little button release too. However, it had this little guard over it. I'll show it to you. It just fit down over here. And you lift that up and then release the button. It came off in the first week and I can't get it to stay back on there. So that got tossed. Another thing that I don't like about this particular air fryer basket, there we go. It's in two pieces. Which, if you're clumsy like me, you see how that goes. But here, I don't know. It just feels cheap. I mean, you pay that much money for anything. I don't know. You kind of would appreciate something that's made more sturdy. Make you feel like you got your money's worth. But now, it's a nice air fryer. It is. I mean, it does the job. I've cooked steaks in it, and it does really, really well. It's just my little pet peeves with it. First, I'm going to tell you how much I get for each one of these. this larger one, I give $119 for it. I bought it at Sam's Club. I don't know how much they cost anywhere. I'm sure you can find them on Amazon and different places. So, you know, you want to do your research and check that out. Okay, with this smaller air fryer, I give $99 for it. This has the 5.3 quart basket. This has the 3.5. Okay. This one came with some accessories included in that price. And that's before taxes is added. So for $119, I got the larger air fryer. I got this little petition thing, and it just sits down like a divider in your basket. That came with it. This little oil mister, I guess they're called. You put your oil in it, and you pump that, and then it sprays the oil. And it also comes with this little baking pan, I guess you call it. That was all included with this purchase. Okay. Now with this one, you can get additional accessories, but you have to pay for it. And for this little basket, or little pan, and this little basket thing, this alone will run you $50 to $60. Okay, when I was looking into, I purchased this one first, so I automatically wanted to see what accessories were available for it. Online, this looks a lot bigger than what it is. I don't know, compared to the basket, I thought, well, when I looked at the inside size of the air basket, I don't know, just in my mind I thought it was going to be a lot bigger. But I know it's hard to tell, but it's not that big. And when I got it in the mail and checked it out, I wasn't happy with it, to tell you the truth. $50 for that. I don't know, that was a bit hard for me to swallow. I told my husband I wanted to return it because I just couldn't justify $50 tied up in that. I know accessories to these things, they run high anyway, but he said, no, just hold on to it. You'll probably end up using it, and if you send it back, you'll wish you had it. I haven't used it yet. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. So, you know, you can spend $119 and get this, or you can spend $99 plus approximately $50 more and get this. This has got the bigger basket, this has got the smaller basket. They both work really well though. Okay. Now they both claim that you can bake a whole chicken in them. So then you have to ask yourself, okay, do I want to bake, say, a 4 to 5 pound hen? Or do I want to bake a Cornish hen? Which, if you're living by yourself and you don't have a big family, it's just you, that smaller one will probably do you. However, I want to say this about it. It's better to have the bigger basket and not need it than to have the one with the smaller basket and wish that you had more room to bake bigger quantities. So that's a decision you're going to have to make. Okay. Okay, another thing about these air fryers, they warn you against using the spray oils, like the aerosol cans, like this. They said over time that can create a sticky buildup on your basket, and sometimes you can't get it back off your basket, or it makes the cleanup very difficult. So and they want you to use these little oil misters. And I'm telling you, I just think they're a pain in the butt. I don't care for them. Every one I've ever had, it's been junk. They end up getting tossed. This one's going to be donated and given away somewhere. So what I choose to use is just this spray butter. But you know, any kind of product you use on that basket, if it's going to get baked on that basket, it's probably going to get a little sticky, but it'll be easier to clean up and possible to clean up your basket rather than using this that really, I don't think you're going to have much luck getting it off once it builds up on there. Okay. Okay, another thing to consider when you go to pick out your air fryer is, do you have the counter space or dedicated area for them? Now, if you have to store it in a cabinet or a place where you have to get down and dig it out, or maybe higher up, which these would be a little hard to pull down from a top cabinet, are you as likely to get it out and use it? Me, if it's a hassle to get out, I'm not likely to use it very often, if at all. It's just going to be more aggravation than it's going to be work. So that's something to consider. And my final advice on this is to make sure, no matter what brand you go with, is to get on the internet. It's a useful tool. Get on there and read people's reviews and comments and even complaints. I'm sure every brand has some form of dislike or complaint on. But read those and see, okay, is that going to matter to me? Is that going to affect how I feel about my air fryer after I get it? You really want to do your research, know your facts, and that way once you do make that final step to purchase an air fryer, you're going to be satisfied with it when you get it. Otherwise, if you don't, you're going to find out these flaws that it may have after the fact, and then you're just going to sit there and say, man, I really regret buying that thing. That was a lot of money, and it does this and it does that. And so that's my final word on that. So, that's just my quick little fast opinion and review of these. So do your research, people, but they are handy. I love mine. I haven't had mine very long. I've had this one a month, this one only a week, and I have a preference. But you all do your own research and make up your own mind, and I hope you'll have fun with your purchase if you do get one and enjoy using it. And, the internet is filled with different places that have, like Facebook, they have several sites that it's just an air fryer community. And you can learn a lot from those. People will share with you what they fixed, how their food turned out, what they might would have changed, how long they baked it. So it's a lot of useful information. So all I can say is good luck and God bless.